Hey, I got a quick question for you. Are you showing up as the expert authority in your business, making sure that your message is on point and your branding is reflective of your go to authorityness? Hi, I'm Christine Blosdale, your expert authority business coach, and I have a way for you to rate your expert authority prowess. And you can check it out at expertauthorityquiz.com. It's fun, it's easy, and it's something that you really should be doing to see where you level up. If you want to establish trust with your audience and potential customers and clients, you might want to take this quiz. Once again, head on over to expertauthorityquiz.com. That's expertauthorityquiz.com.
Welcome to Out of the Box with Christine, the podcast for conscious entrepreneurs. Are you willing to step into your greatness? Are you ready to shine? Well, get ready, truth seeker. You're in for an amazing ride. And now, here's the host of the show, Christine Blosdale.
Welcome back to Out of the Box with Christine. I am your host, Christine Blosdale. I am the expert authority coach, helping overwhelmed entrepreneurs get the word out about their brand and their business through videos, podcasts, writing books, you name it, anything to do with media. I am your person. And another person that you really need to know is my guest today, Jay Adewole, who is, oh my goodness, a distinguished business consultant, a podcast host as well. Yay. And author.
Yeah.
He is the managing partner at Point of View Consulting. And Jay's entrepreneurial spirit has significantly impacted the business world in many ways. He's here today to share his expertise and, of course, valuable insights on how to empower you, if you're a professional, on your journey to remarkable success. So let's get ready to be inspired with Jay. Hi, Jay.
Yes. Hi, Kristen. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So will you first of all, let our wonderful listeners on all the audio platforms and our viewers who are watching on YouTube, tell them where are you coming from? Where are you?
I'm in New York City.
The Big Apple.
The Big Apple. So right
Whoa.
here, representing the New York City.
Yes. I love New
The
York.
city that never sleeps. Yeah.
I love New York, and part of the reason why I love it is because New Yorkers are, are so genuine and authentic that, because I grew up in Los Angeles and we didn't have
Okay.
that much of that. You meet somebody on the street and they say they make bagels, they make bagels. They're not trying to sell you a script, but they're wonderful. So thank you for joining us.
All right, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. So we
All
want to
right.
inspire entrepreneurs and solopreneurs. We really want to inspire them today to stay on the course. We can get sidetracked. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world, a lot of stuff happening there in the United States. And we had COVID and all of this stuff. Can you just talk about the importance of really staying the course and following those passions and dreams? Because maybe even your own story.
All right. It's very, very important. After the COVID, a lot of us, especially a lot of businesses died.
Yeah.
Some businesses resurrected. That's the honest truth. Because I see, even right here in New York City, we had a lot of businesses that got their foothold during the COVID period, especially businesses that has to do with like e-commerce, businesses that has to that focus more on what's the name? That focus more on online. The retail stores. But before COVID, we are off Ninth Avenue. So we often reach out to organizations and we tell them about the importance of going online or putting their business online. As a matter of fact, I do a webinar that I always tell people then like the webinar is like how to make your business online, make how to build your business online. That was just the word like that. And a lot of people like, I don't need online. We just need to do it physically and all that. So I pushed that narrative and all that. Then COVID came. A lot of people that have reached out to me, that I've reached out to then that they were really not interested about the online thing, they started reaching out to me. That right now nobody's coming to the front of the store. Nobody's coming to the storefront. Nobody's coming. So it's like, oh Jay. And for the first time during the COVID, we had 7th Avenue. I don't know if you know how busy 7th Avenue between 7th Avenue and let's say 38 to like 47. It's
Yeah.
one of the busiest part of New York City, because we have Times Square around that area. And for the first time, I had a picture, probably I could share that. There was nothing, like the road was nobody, which was a very sad time for a lot of business owners because a lot of people went through situations and some did not recover from it. Some did recover from it. So, but when they reach out, it was an opportunity for me, not because I really want to benefit, not because I believe in capitalism. It was an opportunity for me to now introduce them to the online platform, how they
Mm.
can actually make, how they can actually promote their business online. And we're able to help over 5,000 businesses, small businesses,
Wow.
actually, over 5,000 businesses to actually scale up within that period.
Oh, I just got goosebumps on that because it was such a, it was a scary time. People, their businesses were suffering, and those people who were employed were underemployed or they were let go, and nobody knew what was going to happen. But the folks that were thinking quickly learned to pivot. And this is what I tell all my clients. I was actually very busy myself because we found who there's people had a lot of time on their hands and they needed to upskill, and they were also trying to find a way to go online or to get the message out about their business. So there was an explosion of entrepreneurialism, even out of something so tragic as that. There were a lot of people who said, you know what, I'm not going to rely on my job anymore because it could be taken away. But if I have my own business, then I put the work in, I can't fire myself. Well, I guess you could, but why? Right. So it was a very interesting time. And to know that you helped so many people during that time is so valuable. And I'll say this, I have some clients that have brick and mortar, air quotes, brick and mortar businesses, and they think that that's it. And I always try and say, the world has opened up, and most of us, we can become an international business because I can reach people. I've got clients in Paris, Los Angeles, New York, here in Australia, and it's because of technology. And so I'm wondering if you've had that experience with people where they were like, nope, I'm brick and mortar, I'm going to stay brick and mortar. I mean, if it's a pizza, I guess if it's a pizza shop, it's a little tough, but maybe there is still a way.
Yes, quite a number of them way back then really don't see the need for online. Like most, even Walmart, you know, big businesses really feel like, why should we be online? We want people to come in more. One thing I found out, because it took me, I got, as of 2019, I was helping a lot of businesses, you know, convert from just brick and mortar. I mean, setting up the online automation, because a lot of people really, all their lives for the past 30 years they've been doing their businesses brick and mortar. They don't storefront. They don't really know how to now convert their business to also have the online system. Just like if you Walmart right now, there's what they call Walmart Plus. We have like Target 2, they have Target Plus. Even an average person who has a good product can actually sell on Target via online. A lot of people buy stuff online now, even Amazon.
Yeah.
Everything is already going online. So the thing is, it has always been, I've always had that belief that we need to do this, we need to do this. But COVID really brought everything to light.
Yeah.
Now people now see the need that, wow, I need to now go online. So because one, online itself is not just off of 7th Avenue only. Maybe your store is at 7th Avenue. Maybe the person who's going to come to buy is going to come from 5th Avenue, maybe from 4th
Right.
Avenue, or maybe from Brooklyn, maximum, to come and buy your nice pie. You know what I mean? So, but guess what? You're going to reach a broader audience online. So people can come from, you know, they can read about your brand and tell you, okay, can you ship to Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Then you have to start thinking, how can I do the shipment of my pie to Los Angeles? Now, that's how you have to build a business. And when somebody buys, going to tell them, oh man, There's one pie in New York that's very nice, but it's shipped down to Los Angeles. Now you have a market in Los Angeles. You have a market in probably in Texas. A market. So now you are tripling your revenue,
Yeah.
and that's it. And apart from that, one thing I've also learned about the online platform is the marketing is cheap
Yes.
compared to like a billboard. All right. So
Yes.
easy. You can have email marketing,
Or a sandwich board.
traditional, even like, yeah, it's very easy to even market online. And there's some marketing platform right now that literally, with all due respect to all data, they know the people that need your product. They're gonna tell you people that
Yes.
bought sandwich in the last 3 months. They buy it every day, so they will let you target those people, and they're gonna see your stuff. Oh, nice sandwich. Oh, let me try it out. So it's not gonna be a wasted effort. So I have a lot that I keep telling people, and I hope that people are going to listen to this and be able to scale their business online, not just sit down and expect people to come into the store right now.
All
You
right.
know.
It's
So
right.
yeah, I want to add again is the fact that when you have your platform online, for somebody who works 9 to 5, who is very busy, they are very busy. Christine, I have to be honest with you. There are a lot of people who are very busy that they only have time. I personally have a small e-commerce business that I run past. I already built the automation. I have like people that are running and all. I We notice like most orders comes in the night, maybe
Mm,
from 10 p.m. to the next morning. Maybe they've gone to work, they're busy. They just go home and like, okay, oh, they want this product, they buy that. So what am I trying to say is that means you're going to be open 24/7
yes.
online. But offline, you can close your store and go home and sleep. So while you're sleeping, somebody's ordering from your store and you're processing it in the next day.
Yes.
So how easy is that?
It's the best feeling when you wake up and you have you have orders. I used to have a system. I used to have a notification system where whenever a sale would come in, I would hear on my phone a ching.
Oh,
I had to turn it off because it'd be like 3 o'clock in the morning and I hear ching. It's a great
mm,
sound, but you don't need to
yeah,
hear it all the time. But yeah, it's about making money while you sleep and and
yeah.
and reaching people that you could never reach is
Mhm.
so vitally important. And it's for all businesses. I mean, I have coaches that I say, where's your online presence? How do people find out about you? They're not going to come and knock at your door and say, oh, you're perfect for me. You've got to get it out there, get the message out there. So we know that, I mean, you've already helped so many
Mhm.
people with this. The one thing, being in Australia, one thing that I miss about, well, there's many things that I miss about America. I miss Mexican food. I, I
Oh,
miss I miss
you don't have
happy.
tacos there?
No, well, they try,
For
but
real?
it's ugh,
Wow.
they don't know. They, even with like hamburgers, they put beets in it. Don't even get me
Oh,
started on
that's
that.
different.
But I miss that. I miss Mexican food. I miss happy hours because in America we have a thing called happy hour, and you could live
Yeah.
like a king by just going to
Oh,
different happy hours and the food and the
yeah.
drinks and everything. They don't have that here. No, no, no. And that American spirit, that entrepreneurial spirit, that spirit of, I think we're in a culture in America where it's, you can do anything, you can be it, you can become it, and there's all these different resources, of course, for people, but there's really that mindset that you can create something, and if you want to pass it on to your family, to your kids, you can, but you can really put the work in, of course, but you can really achieve great results, in America. That's not the same around the world. It's some people are like,
True.
well,
I
I'm a
agree.
my dad was a farmer and my dad's dad was a farmer, and so I'm going to be a farmer, right? Or whatever.
Mm.
A sheep person, a sheep a sheep herder. But we do have that, a great spirit in the US, don't you think?
True. Yeah, you're right. There's opportunities. So and I'm very surprised because I've been to a lot of countries, but I never really thought about the happy hour because I thought the happy hour was just a normal thing. That after work I just go down like around 4, just go for happy hour, try out different meals and different drinks. And I thought it was just a no. I never knew they don't have that in Australia. Wow. Now
No.
so, but somebody can actually introduce that to the system, isn't it?
Yes, you're right.
That's
I
an
like how you
opportunity,
think,
right?
Jay.
So you become, yeah. I feel, I just
I
feel
love
like yeah. I feel like you can actually be a pioneer for something great. And as a matter of fact, one of the I've been to over 48 countries right now.
wow.
Been to Japan, been to Korea and all that. So one of the things I do, apart from going for business in all these places, most times I wanna, even if I go for business, I really wanna go into the cities and all that. I just sit down and see how things are done. Because the truth is, there's a way we can actually copy one or two things from another culture.
Yeah.
That's how things work in the world. Like sometimes they
Yeah.
do something in some places, but they learned it from another place. Which is
Yes.
not really a bad thing. Just learn how the way it works, and who knows, you can actually help. Right now, for example, in New York, right now, there's always this drivers, cab drivers. Like they have like this. Is it called like a bicycle? Then you sit down. I think that stuff is popular in Turkey and some other countries. But funny enough, people are doing right now,
Yes.
and some of them make quite a number of money, and it's already becoming a New York culture now. When you go to Times Square to have people drive you around because it's
I love
traffic.
that.
So somebody thought of that. Yeah, somebody thought of that, and right now they make money. Like they charge per, I think, per mile or something, or per meter. I don't know how to calculate it, but they make quite a number of money. They make good numbers. So what am I trying to say is America is a great country. The greatness of America is not just about its greatness only. It's the people.
Yes.
The tipping culture, the culture of the people that believes in actually getting things done. Especially if you live in New York, just like me, you know, it's busy. Right now, it's
Yes.
actually 9:21. Trust me, if you go in the streets, people till like 12 midnight, there's still traffic right now as I speak to you. So things are working right now. Like, so the thing is the spirit of the people, the passion, the diversity. That's what brings America together. America gives you that belief that there is nothing impossible. Even as a
Yes.
business person, there's nothing impossible. Think about it. And also, shout out to the US government. They also help a lot of entrepreneurs. There are a lot of grants out there that's actually funding a lot of businesses because running a business is very, very hard. And I have to be honest with you, no sugarcoating it. One of my professors when I was at Harvard Business School, he said building a business is like climbing like a 20-story building, and you jump and you have some bricks and you're building a business. So because you never can tell, you can build it or it might just crash. So that's how businesses is really so, but you need guidance. And I think that's one thing I think people need to understand. They need guidance. They
Yes.
need guidance. It's just like people who are maybe Catholic, maybe they are Christians or they're wherever the religion, they always have the rabbi or the person they go and meet for guidance. All right. So when they're really not getting things right, they go and meet a guidance. So when you're in university, you're studying a course, you have like your course advisor, there's somebody you go and meet. So the same thing happens when you're running a business. You need guidance from the people who have done it, seen many businesses going the same way. So just one word from them can help you. Maybe you want to do some investment and say, you know what, we think you should do it this way, that way. And that would save you millions of dollars. Instead of saying, no, you know what, I'm just gonna figure it out myself. I'm gonna, just do it any. But guess
Right.
what? But that's the industry. But guess what? You're losing money because you're wasting time. Because time in business is money. I'm sure you know how this works,
Yes.
Kristen. Time is money. And when we say time, it's not just only time. It's the time of life. What I mean time of life is, you know, maybe instead of you having a business that you've converted, you've automated that is working for you. Now you wake up in the morning, you've been to your work, you're working like 9 to 5. You're not even getting paid.
Yes.
because it's your business, but you're not. You work, but all you need to do is, you know, build a business, get a, meet a consultant, local consultant, get somebody around you. If you live in Australia, look for somebody around you that probably understand the market, or reach out to a consultant you believe in, or somebody you've heard of, or the one that you think you can work with. Reach out to them, tell them what you're trying to do. They advise you rightly. Trust me, the money you invest, you will never regret, because that money is going to save you time. It's going to save you resources. And apart from that resources, I always say something. And I always say the money you don't, a lot of people often have this belief that education is expensive. Oh, university, $45,000. Try ignorance.
Oh,
Try illiteracy.
yes.
It costs more to be an illiterate than to be educated. That's the honest truth. So it costs more to be financially illiterate
Yes.
than to be financially sound, financially smart.
Yes.
Because a financial illiterate will
Well,
probably jump on a loan of 40% interest rate, or probably buy a car and 16% interest rate. Because they're like, oh, okay.
and
So it's very, very
buy
important
they'll buy
that
a
who I
new
put on it.
car,
Yeah,
and then as soon as they drive it off the lot, the car value goes down. Right.
that's the truth.
I
That's the
know.
truth.
I know. Well, you were
So
talking
you,
too. It's about working smarter, not harder, but it's also doing something like that, like what you're saying, going to someone who knows. Like, I'll give an example. Like, I'm just coming back into LinkedIn. I had a love hate relationship with LinkedIn. Now I'm starting to like it a little bit. We're dating. Okay. So, but when it came to that, when coming back into it, I needed to speak to an expert in LinkedIn, right? Because if not,
hmm,
I will waste my time, which is money, my energy, and my
hmm,
frustration. And so I went to somebody who is a LinkedIn coach, and they were able to show me things and give me perspectives that I never could have thought of my own. I would have
hmm,
spent forever looking on the internets or YouTube or things like that. And it was just like, boom, right to the point. In like half an hour, I got so much vital information. And so we do need to go to those people that are experts in their field to help us with certain things. I'm really good at certain things, but there's other stuff that I am not a professional at, and I am more than happy to tell my clients, you know what, for that you need to go to this person. So it's also knowing who to refer. If you're somebody that people are coming to, you also need to know how to refer those clients or customers to other people as well. I think that's so
yeah.
important. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, Christine. Because a lot of people really need to know that. You have Christine with you. And when you have someone like Christine, know that when it comes to business, reach out to her and, talk to her, and she would guide you right. You don't want to waste your time, you don't want to waste your energy. Because just like I said, wasting time and energy is one annoying thing, because you keep doing it, you're not getting just one word from the LinkedIn person, and guess
Yeah.
what? You get it right. And it's just like going self-treating yourself, you know,
Yeah.
self-treatment when you're like not feeling too well. You're guessing, oh, maybe I have headache. Maybe it's this. You're trying different medication instead of just seeing a doctor and he's just gonna tell you, because he went to school for this. He has been doing it for years. He knows it. He's just going to tell you, say, listen, we're going to do a test first. Maybe they do a blood test, and the blood test told them this is the problem. But you want to guess, like, oh, I think it's this.
You
Let me
wanted to
try
go to
this. Let me
Dr.
try that. Let me,
Google.
yeah. Oh man, I don't even advise. Don't even
Don't do
try
it.
to Google. Is oh my god. I'm just gonna give one story. Like, there's a time I had something like I just feels weird, and I just went to Google, and Google told me
You were dying.
what? Oh my God. Like, I couldn't sleep. And all the symptoms started coming because
Mm.
it went into my brain and my brain started saying, until I went to go and do a test and they said, no, you don't have, no, it's just nothing. I'm like, oh, because Google told me I had it. Google, just don't even try. Don't go to Google, please.
my, Jay, my wife will come
It's,
home. She'll have a cough or something. She'll come, little. And
You know?
she'll go to Dr. Google and she'll go, I've got leukemia. And I'm like, no, you
Mm,
don't. Stop it.
don't.
You'll be
Yeah,
fine.
Google is quite dangerous because automatically the amount of energy, look at that.
Yeah.
It drains your energy. You can't even go to work the next day.
No. You think
So you wasted time and energy. All you needed to do was just go straight to the doctor,
yes.
do a blood test, get the results, start the treatment, finish. That's process.
So you're like a physician for businesses. You're like a doctor, Dr. J.
Yeah,
Uh,
yes.
so if
Yeah, you're
people want
welcome.
to find out more about, obviously they can go to your website, right? Which is
Yeah,
winnerscirclewithj.com. I'll make sure I put that
yes.
in the show notes. And any words that you want to give our audience before?
Yeah, I just have a business advice, you know. First of all, I just want to put in there. You can check me out, Jay Adewole, on different platforms, or just come to my website, Winner Circle, just like what Kristen said, winnercirclewithj.com. From there, you can always branch out and see all the my social media platform.
Yeah.
And we often do, so if you're in New York, so this one is not online. So if you're in New York, so you can just walk into our office and on Ninth Avenue, 368 Ninth Avenue, or you can just check my website and probably give me a call. Let's see what
Oh,
we can
that's great.
actually do together. And also, you can come to the business clinic. So if you have any business problem and you're in New York, we often do it once a month. You're just giving back to the community. We have like a team of experts that comes at the venue on 28th Street off 7th Avenue. Just come around. You can reach out to me for the address. You can come for the business clinic, and probably we can actually look at your business and diagnose the business and find a way to help you out, free of charge. At least, that's only one time we're allowed to do it for free. So,
I love it.
yeah, so as we conclude, I just want to give just an advice, like business advice
Yes.
to a lot of business owners. If you're watching this, you number one, I'm just gonna say you need to embrace change. It's
Mm,
very important. So if you don't embrace change, then business is not for you. That's the
yeah.
honest truth. So you have to be open to change and ready to change your strategy. It's very, very important. So don't just believe that you've been doing it that way for 100 years. It has to be that way. So you can always add something to it. So another number two, I would say you should understand your market because
Mm,
knowledge is power. So you need to conduct market research. You don't have to have a business not having a market research. It's very, very important. You need to understand your target audience. You need to know their needs and their pain points. It's very important. And needs and pinpoint changes year by year. So you need to take that. You also need to focus on customer experience. That's number three. Number four, you need to build online a very strong online presence. Very important. SEOs and all that. You need to keep your finance in check. That's number five. Number six, you need to build a great team. Very important. Number seven, you need to be strategic about marketing. You need is a must for you to be strategic about marketing. And number eight, that a lot of people don't always miss is you need to stay compliant. Make sure you follow the laws, industry regulation, tax obligation, get a CPA. It's very, very important. Another part is, especially in America, because of legal issues down the line. Number nine, you need to build a network. You need to join a network of team, join the Chamber of Commerce. That's number nine. And for number 10, you need to invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Seek, attend some of our programs and professional growth, attend workshops, read books. Kristen has a lot of books that you can actually read. Have books too you can read. You can read many books and also seek mentorship, seek a coach, seek mentorship
yeah.
also because knowledge, like I said earlier, before I go to round up, is more expensive to be ignorant or to be illiterate than to be literate. So it's more expensive.
Yes.
So thank you, Kristen.
Thank you, Jay. I think those are
All right.
really beautiful, wise words that we can live by. And it doesn't matter
Yes.
what life throws at us. If we embrace those points, I think we'll come out and be
Yes.
thriving and not just surviving.
In Yes, very important. Number 10, which is the one I said, invest in yourself. You need
Yes.
to invest in yourself.
Thank you,
All right,
Jay.
Christine.
Thank you, love, so much.
All right.
I want to thank you, wonderful listeners and viewers too, who have tuned in today. Hey, if you got something out of this and you want to share it, don't be stingy. Make sure you share this episode with somebody that you think could really benefit from these wise words from Jay. My guest has been Jay Adewole, and you can visit his website, find out all about the clinic, find out about having a conversation with Jay by going to winnerscirclewithjay.com. The link to that website will be in the show notes, so you can do that. You can click on it and check it out. And if you want more information about my coaching business, you can go to expertauthoritycoach.com. And if you'd like to find out where you rank with your expert authority-ness, if there's such a word, you can go to expertauthorityquiz.com, and you can actually there's 10 questions, 10 that you need to ask yourself. It's going to give you a rating at the end on how you show up as an expert authority in your field. It doesn't matter what you do, but it's a really source that you can use right away. And that's at expertauthorityquiz.com. All right. Until next time, make sure you think outside that damn box, my people. All right. Take care now.